It's Oracle back here, and this time I'm going to be doing a video on my favorite Resident Evil creatures. Last time I did, it was on favorite Resident Evil characters, which are one of my favorite things to talk about when it comes to Resident Evil. As you may know, I'm already doing the live stream gaming of Resident Evil 2 Remake for PS4, having a blast with that. And without further ado, let's get down to favorite creatures. Here is my list. The number one that came to mind right away when I wrote it down was the Lickers. They made their debut in Resident Evil 2. Very, very unique BOWs is what we call them, bioorganic weapons. Very unique. Their head is pretty much, the brain is exposed, and I believe they go by sound, so they don't have any eyes. They got this long, wicked tongue that can, walk on the ceiling, the whole 9 yards. I mean, they're pretty awesome. Of course, you got the basic, the zombies. You got the crows, which I thought were really cool. However, I did like how the crows looked in Welcome to Raccoon City. They had their standout moment in Resident Evil Extinction, which was pretty awesome. The ones that we've not seen yet in a Resident Evil movie yet, the Hunters, I thought those were really a huge standout to the original Resident Evil game. Of course, they were in the Resident Evil remake as well. Really cool creatures. I have no idea why they have not been in a movie yet. I think they would tear it up. The Tyrant. I remember playing the original game for the PS1. The Tyrant was really awesome, even though that Tyrant wasn't fully developed. I did like how the Tyrant looked in the remake of Resident Evil for the GameCube. Then we had a Tyrant in Resident Evil Code Veronica, which was pretty badass. We got the G-Virus monster, William Birkin, who injects himself with his own G-Virus. And, that was awesome. I mean, that was a standout moment in Resident Evil 2, the game, for PS1. I haven't gotten to him yet in Resident Evil 2, the remake. Can't wait to see what that's like. Nemesis, that villain was awesome. I'm talking about the original game here. I've only played the demo of the remake of 3. And you got a character that's chasing after you. Stars. That's how you would say it. He'll have like a rocket launcher. I mean, this guy will hunt you down. But his appearance in the remake, I'm not really a big of a fan of. I really like how he looked in the original game, even though it was like 32 bits of 3D. We got the giant spiders. Those were really awesome. Cerebrus, which are the dogs. The Chimura, they only were in Resident Evil 1. They were in one of the areas that's like way down below the mansion, and they can walk on the walls with their feet, and they're basically walking upside down. Those were pretty cool too. And actually, the reason why I'm looking down, you can see the paper, or the notebook that I got. Neptune, giant shark with the virus in it. Then we got the Alligator from Resident Evil 2, the original game. I'm not sure if the Alligator is in the remake of Resident Evil 2. Then again, I haven't gotten that far. Then we got the Drain Demons. I think that's how you say the name. They were in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Then again, it was for PlayStation 1. I haven't played the full game of Resident Evil 3 Remake yet to see if they're in it. Then we got the Eliminator. Then they got the leeches from Zero. And then we got the I think it's the Lurkin. Something that looks kind of like the Hunter, but it's like an amphibian type thing. I believe it's, if I can remember offhand. But if you had to name a top 3 favorite creatures of the Resident Evil franchise, it'd be the Lickers, the Hunters, and we're going to go with the Tyrant. I just love the Tyrant. I mean, no offense. I mean, I know there's a lot of the Nemesis fans out there. I like Nemesis as well, but I just think he was more well done in Resident Evil Apocalypse, the game. He looks spot on. So that's why, if you go back, I'm going to be uploading my other video too. I've done that like last week about why I think there's going to be no Nemesis in the next Resident Evil movie, because he was so well done in the Paul W.S. Anderson film of Apocalypse. There's really no point. I think what they're going to do with the next Resident Evil movie is they're going to go straight into Code Veronica, which I think is going to be really, really cool. But other than that, guys, that is it for my favorite creatures of the Resident Evil gaming franchise or movie franchise, whatever you want to call it. There we go.